How easy is it to eat 4,000 calories a day? Let's see. I've been doing this for the past like 4 months, and ultimately I find it incredibly easy to eat this much. There's not a single day that goes by that I'm like, oh, my belly's like too full. Like, genuinely, I find it so easy to do. I think a lot of that's probably through having done it for so long now. And as well as that, a few sort of hints and tricks and stuff that I'm going to show you guys today to help you if you're trying to bulk up and you're struggling. You can't find time for the meals, you can't find the right meals, you're trying to increase the calories in the meals and you don't know what to increase, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go through all my meals today, the exact calories of them, the exact amounts, and what they look like pretty much. No, I'm not a chef. These are literally the most basic meals ever, but I really enjoy them and they fuel me. That's all I need it for, realistically. At the end of the day, if my coach told me to eat fucking shit on bread, I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be far off doing it. So what I'll do is I'm going to show you guys the first meal. It's quite late today, to be fair. It's 9:30 because I'm off today. So I was like, I'll have a wee bit extra in bed, just sitting and be productive. Sat on TikTok for fucking hours. So I'm going to go down and have my breakfast now. Training push today. So I will be my training day diet, which is about 4,000 calories. So I'm going to show you guys everything I have. I will see you guys in the kitchen. So this first meal weirdly gets eaten in two parts. As you can see, I've got two full bagels here. So what I do for the first bagel is I just cover it in honey. So I have 40 grams of honey with one bagel, eat that just as honey on the bagel, and then leave the other bagel there, which I then have with the other bits of the food. So 40 grams of honey on a bagel, it fucking runs off. So this is the most annoying bit of the meal, considering I get it all over my hands every single time. Well, 40 grams of honey, it's nice. Like, I love a bagel and I love honey. So what's to go wrong with that? Honey is a great carb to add into your diet if you're struggling to get calories in. I don't know exactly how many calories 40 grams is. I can't remember. But like, it's never going to fill your stomach up. Like, eating a bagel with honey on it is like the exact same as eating a bagel with no honey on it. Like, you don't really notice a difference. So if you're struggling to get calories in, add stuff like honey in. Like, you can put it on everything. Like chicken and rice, honey goes with. It goes with literally anything. Maybe not like my mince, but pretty much everything I have. So that's the first bit of the meal. Once this is done, I'll show you guys the second bit. I'm having to duck so you can see me. But we've got scrambled eggs here. For me, I just scramble my eggs in the microwave because who the fuck has the time to do a pan? Like, yes, the pan probably tastes better. Yes, whatever, but it's not going to be that much different, like, from doing it in the microwave, especially when I've just got a wee pot like this. Like, I'm pretty sure this is literally made for scrambling eggs. I would ideally have poached eggs, but the way I have this meal, it doesn't really work. Like, I wouldn't have a poached egg on a bagel. Like, in my opinion, that would just be shite. So I don't have it. So we've got 3 scrambled eggs here, 2 bagels there, well, a bagel there, and then we have, just crackling away in the background, the turkey rashers. Now, one massive important thing about sort of bulking is don't just watch this and copy these meals. Don't do that, because that's kind of a mistake I made at first. Like, see, I'd see someone online, I'd be like, oh, that looks great, like, or he's bulking, he's eating this, like, eat that. Pick stuff you like. Like, there's carb variants of everything. Like, there's bagels, there's fucking hell, my mind's just gone back. There's bagels, waffles, probably not as healthy. What are they called? I'm trying to think of it. Crumpets, toast, sourdough bread. There's so many different variants of like a carb source to have. Obviously, eggs, there's not very many variants of eggs, but there's different meats and stuff you can have. Like, you can have sausages, you can have hex sausages, you can have so many different things. Don't just see this and think, like, I need to eat that exact same thing. Like, I will only get results if I eat that same thing. That's what I've actually enjoyed through coaching, is finding out, like, there's, as they always say, was it 50 ways to skin a cat? Is that what I'm trying to think of? Something like that. But yeah, you don't need to copy someone's meal plan. Like, just because they're doing it and they're large, you can make a variant of it yourself. Like, if you don't know fully, like, anything about food and that, then yes, maybe it's all right to copy someone's meal plan. But like, you should know the basics. If you're even thinking about making like a meal plan, like, you should know what a carb is, know what a fat is, know what a protein is, and there's different variants of them all. So my advice would be copy like a rough idea of carb, fat, protein, etc., and then just invent it yourself. But that's the first meal. 2 grams of salt on there. As always, have 2 grams of salt on every meal, apart from pre and post workout. I'll attach the calories on screen now. One thing I like as well, see how I said about the honey? So the honey on the bagel falls off into the plate, and then I get some honey with my eggs, which are always fantastic. And then obviously got to have some tomato sauce on there. If you don't like tomato sauce, you're wrong. And if you like barbecue sauce more, you're even more wrong. That's always the worst bit when there's fucking none left. Go on, fuck off. That's going to have to do, unfortunately, and that's going to have to go in the bin. So that is the meal there, topped off with a Yakult drink. So I'll tan this one real quick. And I'll show you guys the meal from like a better view. Oh yeah, there we go. 3 eggs, 3 turkey rashers, bagel, some honey underneath, sauce, chilies, salt, bash. So meal number 2, the pre-workout meal. Arguably the most important meal of the day, containing a lot of carbs, some protein and some fats as well. So number 1 on the ingredients list, we have oats. 100 grams of oats in this bad boy. Fucking love oats. Like, they're just, well, actually I don't love oats. They're just alright. Like, they're just very easy carbs to get in. They don't taste horrible. They don't taste great. They're not bad though, to be fair. Like, obviously the other options kind of got cream of rice. Not something I've tried, really. I have heard good things, cream of rice, but just not something I've tried. With the oats, we then have whey. Still not got S'mores whey back. We're on cereal milk whey at the moment, which is actually pretty good. I cannot describe what cereal milk tastes like because I have no idea. It doesn't taste like cereal milk, but it just tastes kind of sweet. Like the S'mores, like, it doesn't taste of S'mores. It just, well, kind of, it tastes sweet, basically. That's what this is like. Last time I had salted caramel, didn't like that at all. Like, didn't like that one bit. So we changed over to the cereal milk because I had it before, and it's all right. So 60 grams of that in here. Always pisses me off if I don't get exactly the right amount. There we go, exactly 60. So 60 grams in there, 100 grams of oats, 60 grams of whey. What I like to do is I then put my water in it now. There's still more ingredients, don't worry. Put my water in it now. And then mix it now. And then add in the last 2 ingredients. And I won't be heating this up. I will be having my oats cold, as I find them so much easier to eat cold. So much less volume on the stomach, is what it feels like anyway. Whenever I heat them up, it just feels so much more filling. And that's another tip. Like, when you're trying to bulk, you don't want your meals to feel filling. Like, when you're dieting, put as much like volume in there as possible. Like, see, when you're dieting, add in potatoes, add in high volume food, like add in food that you're gonna have to eat a lot of to keep you full. Whereas when you're bulking, like, you want the opposite of that. You want dense foods. You want foods that are small, foods that are gonna not fill you up pretty much. Foods you can eat a lot of while maintaining, like, not full. So speaking of that, we're on to the next 2 ingredients, which are dates. We have 30 grams of dates, which are really dense, really easy to eat. Basically, they taste like sweets. Like, see, I've always tried, whenever I've had dates, I've tried to convince the people I'm with to try them. Like, oh, they look horrible. Shut up. They're nice. They're basically sweets. But they look a bit dodgy. That's the only thing. When I was in Dubai, actually, I had dates that were filled. Oh my God. They were like the nicest things I've ever had in my entire life. Like pistachio ones, caramel ones, just everything. So good. So if you're ever in Dubai, give them a try. So 30 grams of dates, 10 grams of honey, which will go on now. If you couldn't already tell, I do like honey. It's on pretty much every meal. I used to get the Rouse stuff as well, but I've changed to Tesco's own honey because I literally have, what is that, 10, 50, 70 grams of honey a day. So as you can imagine, I probably go through it pretty quickly. So that is the meal. Last ingredient is just going to be 1 gram of low salt. Not having pink Himalayan salt and pre-workout and post-workout, just having low salt. I don't really know the sciencey stuff behind all that. Taylor just tells me to do it, and I say, okay, Taylor, you'll have good reason for it. I will do it. So that's that meal complete. I will show you guys. It doesn't look the most aesthetic. Obviously, it's not the best looking meal. Oh, there's my camera filming for TikTok. There we go. looking nice, to be fair. Doesn't look too bad. I'll just eat that as it is. Like, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna heat that up. I'm just gonna have it as it is. But that is the meal done for the day. Gonna scran this now, and I'll see you guys after for my post-workout meal. So we are back, post-workout meal. We have made it back to the kitchen. Train push, obviously. Don't know why I'm doing a lat spread. Can't really see any other poses from here, but train push. It is time for post-workout meal, which is 120 grams of rice, uncooked. Obviously, just eating it raw without any water, obviously. 200 grams of chicken, 20 grams of honey, 1 gram of low salt. And, oh my God, I almost forgot. And the squares bar. Knew I was forgetting something. So we're going to eat this now. It's about 3 o'clock now. Just trained. Fucking fantastic session. I've been like not having pre-workout. Well, I have been having pre-workout, but non-stim pre-workout. So just like a coffee and non-stim. And it's been so much better. Like, I'm actually loving it. And now I don't feel like, after actual pre, I feel like shit. They're not shit, but just like, do you know what I mean? You get the come down. The classic David Lade, like, I feel optimal during these hours, and then after pre-workout, I feel shit. It's almost like he's onto something. So I'm feeling fine now. Gonna eat this. I've just spilled it everywhere. And then I'm going to my girlfriend's tonight. So I'm gonna have my Cocoa Pops meal first, and then my mince meal last, because at hers I can't make my Cocoa Pop meal. Well, I could take everything with me, but it's easier for me just to take the mince, because that way I can just heat the mince up. Whereas, obviously, if I would have to take the Cocoa Pop stuff and make it. So, going to do that. So I'll catch you guys at the Cocoa Pop meal, and then I'll also see you for the last meal as well. Here are the calories for this meal. Very filling meal, very good meal. I'll see you guys at the next bit. What is happening, people? We are in my room, the place where fucking nothing happens but just eating. We have my second last meal here. As I said previously, mince and rice is going to be last today because I'm going to Maya's house. So on the cards right now we have Cocoa. I'm not going to spell it. I'm not going to be like one of those TikTokers that does that and it spells. Cocoa Pops. 60 grams of Cocoa Pops, because this week your boy got a little fat. Well, actually last week I've been going up weight too quickly. So just 60 grams of Cocoa Pops at the minute. 60 grams of Cocoa Pops, 60 grams of whey, and then flip the camera right now. 60 grams of Cocoa Pops, 60 grams of whey, 250 of coconut milk, and 50 of dates. I've got no chopped ones left. They are in there, I promise. They're just kind of hiding at the moment. But this is like my favourite meal. So good. Obviously, I'd prefer if I was getting my 120 grams of Cocoa Pops, but we need to slow the weight down, which is exactly what we've done. We're hitting new lows. We're locked in. We were 89.7 on Monday. We're now 89.3. Fucking hell, the abs are coming soon. Waking up snatched as fuck. I might actually just be losing all my muscle as well. Nah, but seriously though, the weight was going too quick, so it's about pushing and pulling. When you're this far into the off season, like if the weight's moving too quick, you don't just want to, this is the new weight, keep pushing from there. You want to pull back a bit, like firm isn't the right word, like fully be at that body weight, consolidate, that's probably a better word, consolidate that body weight, and then look to push up further rather than just like, I'm now 90 kilograms, I put on a kilogram in a week, let's now push from 90. No, make sure you're consolidate at that weight first for a week or so, 2 weeks, and then gradually build up. Don't just like, that's the same with when you come back from a holiday. Say you're bulking, you come back from a holiday and you're 2-3 kilograms up. Don't ever just continue to push from there. Maintenance, even diet for a little bit, a few weeks to get you back to what you were before, / a little bit more, wee bit less, and then go from there. Like sort of push and pull. You don't want to just be going straight up. So this is the second last meal. I will meet you guys for the last meal in a bit. Final meal of the day in a bit of a different environment, a little more light than I'm used to. We have mince and rice. Oh my god, it almost dropped on the bed. Mince and rice with chilies and some spicy bolognese sauce. So gonna eat this now, and then that's my final meal for the day done. Like I said, I would normally have this one last, but as I'm somewhere else, I had to have my Cocoa Pops last and then have this. So I'll put the calories for this one on screen then now. So that is me home from the missus. I'm just gonna go over the full calories for the full day. Basically at the minute, as in like for the past week, it's been 3,901 for the full calories of the day. protein at 277, carb 258, and fats at 51. So obviously carbs making up majority of the diet there, as expected when you're this deep into an off season. Like I said, at the minute, for this week and sort of I would imagine next week as well, my cereal's been reduced. So I was previously on 120 grams of Cocoa Pops. I'm now on 60, so halved. So that is currently 228 calories. It used to be, would have been 450 pretty much. 456, yeah, 456. So that would have bumped me up another 200 calories. So it would be about 4100 is what I was on. Same with my rest, it's been reduced by the same amount. So a bit less for this couple of weeks, but still near enough the 4000 and managing that as always. If you enjoyed the video and you think you got something for it food wise and you enjoyed just watching me eat, make sure to press like and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram, CammyOwens1, for more updates. I'm much more active on that as it's easier to be active on Instagram. So I will speak to you guys in the next one.